to win. And the way the drivers run tonight, every time they are on the track for qualifying, for heat races, and for the features, they accumulate points. Those points will be used to help determine the starting lineup for tomorrow's 6 traditional Dirt Late Model Dream heat races. Dustin Jarrett here with you in the booth alongside James Essex. And James, just one night ago, actually not that long ago, to be honest, about 16 hours ago, we crowned the 3rd richest winner in the history of dirt late model racing, and it was Evans Georgia's Brandon Overton.
Well deserved and well earned, and he stalked Brandon Shepard for 60 laps and got him on lap 61, and then. But, I mean, great racing throughout the night. We had 9 cautions. That kind of hurt the action a little bit. But I'm telling you, that Kyle Bronson, he drove his tail off last night and got 3rd. Tim McCready 2nd. And McCready and McDowell, oh, so good in 100-lap races. They're sneaking. Dennis Erb was great last night, too. And they sneak around there on the bottom. You don't even notice them until they're up to 3rd and 4th and so on. But just a tremendous show all night long, despite the rain shower that we had. It worked out great.
Yeah, about a 90-minute rain delay last night. We fought through that, and it didn't rain that much, but there was kind of this relentless mist in the air that lasted a long time. And of course, the track prep crews did their job and got things going again. Our colleagues down in the infield, Ben Shelton and Ruben Morales, they did a wonderful job interviewing drivers and helping fill that gap during the rain delay as well. And Ben and Ruben. Sun's out, just a few clouds in the sky, and knock on wood, I think a rain delay is one of the last things we're going to have to worry about here this evening.
I tell you what, it has been a warm day here at Eldora Speedway. Sun's out. Ruben's got his guns out. He's ready to rock and roll here tonight. Prelim action for the 26th annual Dirt Late Model Dream. Twin 10,000 win features tonight. We always talk about it. The 100 lappers are fantastic here, but we got a soft spot in our heart for these 25 lappers. And Ruben, I think some of the stories today are guys going to backup cars. Kyle Strickler,
yes,
they hurt that Team Zero race car last night. He is going to be in a Longhorn race car they bought about a month ago from Jeff Greer Motorsports, who Josh Putnam drives for out of Alabama. They've gone to a backup, and also Jeep Van Wormer last night hurt their Longhorn race car. It's going to go back on the jig. He's going to be in a Rocket XR1, and some other drivers today making some changes as well.
Yeah, and we know how good Kyle Strickler is in a Longhorn. It's super exciting to see him behind a Longhorn. He's going to feel comfy, and we know what he did a year ago. Can he do it again as we reshuffle the deck?
Yeah, he's going to be one to watch here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr., new bullet under the hood. Jason Fager, they weren't sure if they were going to stay and run the backup car or not. He's a little sore today. They are going to race. Last night, amazingly, Ruben, somehow, someway, that MB Customs race car, pretty much every bolt-on piece on it was destroyed.
Yep.
The chassis held up, though. They don't think the chassis is going to have to get any work done on it. They had a brand new Clements motor in last night. They're going to get it checked just to make sure it's okay, because it did bend the motor mounts. But he's going to be back in action tonight in the Pro Power Racing engine, his older MB Customs race car. And Jason Figures had no luck so far this weekend. Can he turn that around here tonight?
I think so. Jason obviously has this combination for the past 2 years, MB Custom and a Pro Power. It's going to, feel very good for him. I think Fager comes back here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, a driver who has quite the fan following is going to make a debut here tonight at Eldora Speedway. And he's going to do it in a car that Zach Dohm drove Sunday night at Brush Creek. And that's the Richie Edwards number 4B. We're going to see, from Hunt the Front fame, we're going to see Joseph Joyner making his debut here tonight at Eldora Speedway. He's going to kind of shake things down. This deal came together last minute. He'll be making his debut here tonight. We've had some drivers go home. I believe Steve Casebolt, Jimmy Mars, maybe 1 or 2 others. But either way, we got right at 70 cars in the pit area. Major money on the line. Ruben, I want to know, what are you keeping your eye on tonight?
I'm keeping an eye on the team that have endurance. There's a lot of teams out here that vary from ages, age groups. And we talk about Josh Richards. I have my eye on Josh Richards tonight. That team is so good at anything. They're the hardest working team, and they're so energetic. They're very good. I think Josh Richards is going to be a guy to watch here tonight. These guys, it's going to come down to who slept well, who did their time management well, who's doing their maintenance right, who's eating well, sleeping well, all that. It's going to matter. You know what I mean? It's a mental game at the end of the day, and it's going to come down to endurance.
Dustin, James, Ruben's going to be watching you. If you've been eating well, none of us have been eating well.
No, pizza burgers.
None of us have been sleeping well. But I think there are a lot of storylines tonight, and we're going to head down, get a word with a few of these drivers. We'll throw it back up top to you guys.
Well, we were all struggling a little bit today, James. You missed the coffee run that I had to go on for me and Ben earlier today. I think Ben got a quadruple shot in his French vanilla espresso latte frappe.
Back 3 times this afternoon. I'm ready to go now.
Ruben, hey Ruben, what keeps you going? You got Red Bull. How many Red Bulls have you had today?
To be honest, fun fact, I've never drank an energy drink in my life ever, and I don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of coffee. I'm just not going. Yeah, I know. get so excited, the adrenaline kicks in, and that's what gets me going.
I haven't noticed that.
Oh, I love it. No, not at all, right? I don't show it at
Give
all.
it about 20 years, and you'll change your mind on that.
Hey, Ruben's done a great
He
job
has.
with us this weekend. Ben Shelton's done a great job. I mentioned yesterday, you and I mentioned this, and I mentioned on social media as well, those two, as we alluded to earlier, they did just a phenomenal job in kind of filling some of that dead air, going down and interviewing and talking to drivers yesterday. James, we talked about this to kind of start the show, but again, we will run through the run of show for you here this evening. Again, the field has been split in half based on their pill draws, so the first half of the field, that'll be Group A. They'll qualify against each other. The second half of the field, that'll be Group B. They will qualify against each other. Group A will run 4 heats, 10 laps each, top 5 transferring to the feature. Group B will do the same thing. In the heat races, James, the top 3 are inverted based on their qualifying time. So the top 3 in each heat are inverted. Now, do you have your abacus out to help figure out how this is going to work?
I've got my big pen out. I'm good to go.
Okay, you've got the notepad.
I may have to have a pencil to make any.
You might say there
Again, this is all unofficial. No,
Yes.
this is official, right?
Well,
we're on the fly sometimes.
We'll try. We'll see. Okay. So the top 5 in each heat race,
Yes, sir.
transfer to their respective feature, one of the 2 features.
Gotcha.
The top 2 in each heat race get their qualifying time back.
Okay.
So first and second in each heat, they get their qualifying time back for the feature. The 4 heat race winners are inverted tonight based on their qualifying time. So of the 4 heat race winners, he who hath the 4th fastest time of that, that quartet will start on the pole, and the heat winner with the fastest time will start 4th, and then we'll do the same thing for the drivers that finish 2nd. So of the 4 guys that finish 2nd, the fastest driver of that quartet will start 8th. The 4th fastest of that little group of 2nd place finishers will start 5th. And then the 2 third-place finishers with the fastest time start 9th and 10th. I think I got that right.
Did you talk about the invert?
I did mention the invert, an invert of 3 in each heat race.
Not 4,
Not
like it
4,
was.
It was 3 tonight.
Wednesday.
They do a pre-race draw and actually announce what the invert is at the drivers' meeting. So there's an invert of 3. And then we will have, again, 1B main for each group, 12 laps each, top 4 transfer in, and then 2 25-lap features coming up here a little bit later on this evening. And James, go ahead.
Don't forget to mention the one rule change for tonight from last night.
Well, thank you. Yes, there is.
Mr. Grigsby is.
There is one slight rule change. Any driver that stops on the track in any race to intentionally bring out a caution that is for any reason other than a flat tire will automatically be penalized 1 lap. We've seen that in other disciplines and in other areas of racing throughout the country. But any driver that would stop on the track for any reason other than a flat automatically penalized 1 lap. So that's something that is different. One thing that's different this year, James, that Michael Rigsby has touched on, and we've hit on it several times as well, is that fans are back. We've got fans back here in the stands. And I thought last year during both the Stream and the Intercontinental Classic, Michael did a phenomenal job in touching on some of these longtime and dedicated fans here at the racetrack. Some folks that come to every event at Eldora, folks that met here, married couples that have been coming here at Eldora for years and years as well. And it was almost a ghostly image in a way because he was in their spots, but the fans weren't here. Well, this year, Michael, you're here and the fans are back with us, and you get the opportunity to not just stand in their spot, but to have a word with them also.
Yeah, DJ, it's been a great, fun project that we've done all weekend. And last year was so sad not having fans. This year has just been, it gives you such life and such invigoration to look around the place and see friendly faces here. And I'm with a couple right now that, of all the fan profiles I've done, this might be my favorite, Dustin. This is Richard and Cookie Boer, right up the road from Ludlow Falls, Ohio, about 30 miles away. They sit over here in section STW, right up here on the terrace. I'm going to start with you, Cookie. How good does it feel to be back at Eldora Speedway?
I got my life back. I got my life. We come up here not only for the big races, but the local races, and it's wonderful.
And Richard, you touched on it. How long have you had these seats now, bud?
15 years at least.
And one thing that I love that
I won't give them up.
Okay, well, you don't have to, I don't think.
No.
One thing that was mentioned to me is you said, just like everybody else at Eldora, the people that sit around you become your family here.
yeah.
Who all sits around you? Do you know all their names, and who do we got over here?
Yeah, well, we've got people from Wisconsin, my daughter, and his wife, and we've got a couple right back here from Rapid City, South Dakota. We've got them from Indiana. We've got them from Tennessee, northern part of Ohio, and where else?
Cookie's rattling them off too. Where else?
Michigan, Tennessee, and Kentucky.
Well, and one thing that I really loved, Richard told me when they reopened a few weeks ago, Dustin, none other than Tony Stewart himself was here to shake Richard's hand. What did you say to Smoke? I liked your exchange with Tony.
Well, I went up to him and I just asked him, what's your job? He says, I pick up trash every now and then. And that was it. And I walked off.
I like that, guys. Richard and Cookie Boer, longtime season ticket holders here at Eldora. Cookie has her life back, and we're happy to have her back here at Eldora for the Dirt Late Model Dream.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Hey, real quick, you know what I loved about that was I could tell that he was from the same state as me, Michael, because he didn't call it Ohio, he called it Ohio.
I was thinking about that. DJ always says Ohio. Is it Ohio, Richard, or is it Ohio?
Ohio.
See, there, he got it right, DJ. He got it right. Thanks, bud.
Oh, hey, very good. Glad to have Richard and Cookie Boer back here with us as well. And they're back with us. Ben Shelton, Ruben Morales down on the pits. Ben, you got a driver with you.
That's right. We're down here with Kyle Bronson. Kyle, third last night, and you did it with a wounded race car. Tonight, though, you start fresh. A lot of people are saying you could be headed to victory lane tonight. Can you make it happen?
I sure hope so. You know, we need to be a little bit better on track conditions like it was last night down in the racetrack. But, you know, we're going to make a few minor adjustments today to see if we can get it a little bit better for tomorrow. So, you know, these 25-lap races is all about hanging on and being in the right place at the right time. So I think we got that covered, but we got to be a little bit more better for a 100-lap race.
Seems like you come here with the best car you've ever had at Eldora. What's the big change as you come into this weekend?
Just not messing it up.
That's fair enough. Looking at the racetrack right now, how do you compare it to what you saw this time last night?
Oh, you know, we're just going to attack it like any other day. You know, our car's pretty good. You know, as long as we keep it pretty close to the same balance and just tweak it here and there, we should be all right. You know, this place has got a lot to do with luck and just hitting all the inverts right, so we'll see how it goes. We're going to go out here and give it our all.
That's Kyle Bronson. He'll be in car 40B. We'll head down to Ruben Morales. He's caught up with Zach Dohm.
All right, thank you, Ben. Yeah, we're down here with Zach Dohm. Zach, last night you made your third ever start in the Dirt Late Model Dream. In 2017, you finished 10th, and then 19, you finished 22nd. You're coming off a career best finish. With one engine you guys took last week off, how rewarding was it to finish 8th last night?
Really rewarding. I hated to miss the race right up the road from me in Mineral Wells last weekend, but you know, I figured our odds were a little better here, even though it's the best competition there is. We always do halfway decent here, so I think so far it was the right choice, and hopefully tomorrow night we can make it 4 dreams.
Now, can you make it better than 8th now? What do you have to do to finish better than 8th here to this weekend?
Well, so far we've just been making sure the car's running right. You know, rear end was pouring oil out all night last night. We had a header off, car was backfiring, had a spark plug wire off, so hopefully all that's out of the way and we can focus on the stuff that makes you go fast tonight.
All right, Zach Dohm trying to make his 4th Dirt Late Model Dream, guys, and it all starts tonight.
Well, speaking of going fast, for 60 laps last night, Brandon Shepard led the way. Brandon, you end up 5th by the time everything's all said and done. When the night's over, what was the morale of the team? Were you guys down about that? Were you happy with the 5th as you get ready for the rest of the weekend? Where were you at?
We were pretty comfortable with our finish. You know, we definitely wanted to win, obviously, but we just got a little bit free there at the end of the race and faded a little bit. I don't know if I was running my car too hard at the beginning of the race or if we just got loose. So definitely not hanging our heads on a 5th place run at the Dream, that's for sure. Luckily, we got a couple more days to see if we can improve on stuff and get a little bit better and maybe pull one off.
As you come for tonight, what's some of the changes you guys have made to prepare for this show?
We just got our stuff to where we can steer a lot better here than the past few years. So we're just building on that. And, we built a pretty good notebook over the past few years for here. We've been getting better and better ever since we won that in 19 there. So we've just been building on everything and trying to improve and doing the best we can.
All right, you've been keeping an eye on the racetrack today. Do you think it's going to be as fast as last night? It's going to be a little bit drier. What do you see?
I think it'll be pretty similar, really. It seems like it's pretty wet right now. Sun's out pretty good, so we'll see.
Brandon Shepard going after his 2nd Dirt Late Model Dream Championship. The chase starts here tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. James, have you got your notes in order over there? I see you double fisting.
Just the last minute adjustments here
Okay.
on some of the chassis and engine that
Okay.
we had to work on.
Well,
But
James, what do you have to do to make yourself a little bit better this evening? You
buy a 50-50 ticket.
Well,
That made me and Kevin, Kevin, I promise I'll split it with you over here. Kevin, he's got a thumbs up on
yes,
that.
our audio engineer who
Yeah.
makes us sound good every time that we're here, and we have faces made for radio, so that's why, that's why Ben and Ruben are on camera and we're not.
Oh no, I have the voice for newspaper and the face for radio.
Ooh,
What's a newspaper?
Yeah. What's a cassette tape?
Well, Ruben,
8-track.
Ruben, you ought to know that both Dustin and I wrote for Mid-American Auto Racing News for many, many years.
I did. I was watching the 24/7 FloRacing stuff to get prepared, and
Name dropper.
I heard you guys talking about that. Yeah.
Oh. Hey guys, looking at somebody who was looking at numbers very hard today, not writing, but rather mathematics, that number 79 team for Ross Bells. Last night, they may have pulled a little bit of weight off that car because they thought they were not going to end up needing it. They came up 8 pounds light. That was the difference in starting the Dirt Late Model Dream and not starting it. Tough break for that team. But I tell you what, they were very confident, Ruben. Talked to them down there, and they said even though we had the snafu, we were light at the scales, we made a ton of improvement from Wednesday into Thursday, and we're very excited tonight. So tough break for the driver of the Billy Hicks Racing number 79 last night.
Yeah, I talked to them yesterday too, and they just said that, we don't know exactly what happened. They do usually what they do, but they said we're going to put this car on the scales before hot laps, and that's exactly what they just did. So keep an eye on that team to get some redemption here tonight.
They're definitely weighing in. It's kind of crazy when you think about, James, I'll ask you, you've been to as many tracks as anybody. Have you ever seen a track where the scales meant as much as they do here at Eldora?
Pardon again, what was that?
I mean, were you eating your double stuffed Oreos up there?
Yes, I was. Go ask me that again. I'm sorry.
Dustin, what is James doing up there? I'm concerned
I've
about
already
it.
I'm still prepping. What was
Yeah,
that? I'm
he's-
sorry, Ben. Go ahead and ask me again.
No, I forget. No, I was asking, is there any track in your career you've ever been to where the scales matter as much as they do here at Eldora?
No.
Not even almost.
No, I mean, I remember the days, when I first came here, there was no scales until about 1984 when UMP came along, and that's the first year that scales were required at UMP sanctioned tracks, and I believe that first World 100 in 84 that was UMP sanctioned. Of course, it started in 71, but that was the first time scales had been used. So they've been around a while, but oh yeah, I love the readout though. That's helped over the years.
2016, we finally got that.
2016.
Yes.
Yeah, it helps a ton. I tell you what, if there's ever a track that's never going to be sponsored by Jenny Craig, it's this one, because you want to put on weight when you come to Eldora. You don't want to take it off.
Well, as this first group of hot laps roll out real quick, we see FloRacing, of course. Those of you watching at home, you're watching on FloRacing. They are the official sponsor of the scale area now. And if you haven't done so yet, download the Flo Sports app on your phone. I've got it on mine. I watch races on it all the time. You can cast it to your TV. You can stay up to date with things while you're on the road or even while you're sitting in the stands at another track as well. Watch all the cool content, behind-the-scenes stuff that we have. There's about 1 million behind-the-scenes content pieces from here at Eldora. Plus, I think
we still have the Chet Christner top 5.
we got the.
I'm glad you led me on to that because I really enjoy.
Yeah, God, Chet's great. Yes, I mean we've got over 1,400 live races. If you're a gearhead like me, I mean everything from dirt track racing, all-star sprints, USAC, Eldora, and more, to motocross, to snowcross, to drag racing, to go-karts, to
snowcross.
All points in between.
What is snowcross?
Well, a snowmobile on with the jumps.
Well, I thought you crossed a snow cone with a motocross or something.
Yes, that's what it is, James.
Okay.
Yes, that's what it is.
Well, Group 1's going to be missing a couple of cars that are not back tonight. Jason Riggs and Jimmy Marcy were scheduled, DJ, to be the first 2 qualifiers tonight. They are not out there as we are in hot lap session number 1. And how about that 29 car? 19 starts in the Dirt Late Model Dream for Darrell Lanigan out of Union, Kentucky. That Club 29 car, owned by Randy Thompson out of Meridian, Mississippi. Behind him, the 99 Junior out of Frankfort, Illinois. That'll be Frank Heckenash Jr. in the Storage Squares Rocket Chassis. The number 1 car, that'll be Chad Simpson, the 2-time Lucas Oil MLRA champion. Larry Mooring, Black Diamond. He's out of Mount Vernon, Iowa. Also out here in group number 1, there's last night's runner-up, the 39, the Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas Longhorn. That'll be Tim McCready, current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader out of Watertown, New York, in 39. Line into number 9, the C&W Trucking. Ty Torek Longhorn. That'll be Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio. The number 111, the Roberts B Company Rocket out of Sylvester, Georgia. That is Stephen Roberts. There's the Billy Hicks Longhorn 79. That is Ross Bales. He is out of Clover, South Carolina. Jeep Van Warmer bringing out the Rocket today. And not see him out there, the 55 car. Two-time track champion out of Pinconning, Michigan, Dustin. Your scoring and timing up.
It's up. I got it now. Yes, sorry.
That JP does a great job for us, doesn't he? He makes us look good.
Jonathan Baton does the job of about 30 people right here at Eldora. Tim McCready is the quickest driver in this warm-up session with a 1:6.83. Devin Moran second quick. Darrell Lanigan is third quick. And the first hot lap session for the 26th running of the Dirt Late Model Dream. Next group of drivers about to make their way out on the track. Looks like they're going to be led out by the driver out of Bristol, West Virginia, the Bristol Bullet. James, you know him, Mike Benedum. Other drivers.
The John Gill doppelganger.
The John Gill doppelganger. Yes. Yes, the 1997 Stars Rookie of the Year, Mike Benedum. Did you know that? Is that on one of your note cards?
Brett Emmerich just texted me that, yes.
Behind of him is the driver out of Bellevue, Ohio, the 5-time Attica Raceway Park Track champion in the 50. That is Ryan Missler. Ryan Missler in the 50. Other drivers on the track for this hot lap session include the driver, as you like to say, James, in the cherry red at number 25. The Skyline Materials
Candy Apple Red.
The Candy Apple Red.
Candy
I'm
Apple
sorry,
Red.
the Candy Apple Red 25. That is former Dirt Late Model Dream winner Shane Clanton out of Zebulon, Georgia. Also on the track for this hot lap session is Squirrel. Brian Shirley not being chased by the cicadas tonight, as you mentioned on Wednesday evening.
They're till July 4th from what I heard, so they're going to be around a while.
Once every 17 years. 4 wins on the year for Brian Shirley and the Bob Cullen Racing number 3S. Also on the track is a guy who put on a show last night from 21st to 3rd in his B main, from 25th to 6th in the feature out of Carpentersville, Illinois. It's the driver of the 28, that is Dennis Erb Jr., the 2016 Dirt Late Model Dream winner. Also on the Speedway is last night's winner, $127,000, Richard out of Evans, Georgia, in the Wells Motorsports Longhorn number 76. It's Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton, could it happen? Could he walk out of here with $250,000 in 24 hours?
Big Sexy's going to be rich sexy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm not going to say it. There's got to be a good line in there about big sexy and a dream, but I don't know what it is. I'll let you ponder that one for a while. There's the 7 of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada's Ricky Weiss, and the Dryden Performance G-Style Transport number 7. I believe 1 or 2 other drivers on the Speedway, 3 other drivers on the Speedway. Travis Demler out of Ionia, Michigan in the 4. Behind of him out of Waynesboro, Virginia, in the Easy Go Gunners Honey number 17. That is Thug Nasty Logan Robertson. And in the PCC Motorsports number 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi. Also on the track, Spencer Hughes. Spencer Hughes in the 11. Those are the drivers in Hot Lap Group number 2. Hot Lap Group 2, overall Group A. Again, the first half of the field qualifies against each other. The second half of the field qualifies against each other. Drivers get points tonight based on qualifying times, based on heat race finishes, and based on their feature finishes. And that cumulative point total will help set the stage for tomorrow's features before the Wheel of Misfortune spun a little bit later on tonight.
Shane Clanton right now 16-0, and it's Dennis Erb Jr. 16-7-7-9. Then Clanton, McCready, Shirley, Spencer Hughes 4th here in hot laps. Again, as DJ mentioned, 4 heats. Group A, 4 heats. Group B, 2 Bs overall. No scrambles tonight. They'll be back tomorrow night. No provisionals tonight as well. Brandon Overton, DJ, picking up where he left off, 16.386. Logan Robertson, 16.542.
Shane Clanton.
Carson. Shane Clanton.
16592. One of your biggest fans is watching tonight. We just got the text.
LJ?
Yes. The fastest 15 since Jeff Purvis.
That's Larry Jarrett, good to have you. I'll see you probably in a few weeks, won't I? I'll see
in
him
Muskingum County. Yes.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Michelle Clanton. I know she had some surgery this past week and hope she's doing well. And now she's got a nurse with Shane with this broken foot.
Yeah.
My goodness sakes. Shane had COVID back in January and
Very ill.
very ill. So hopefully, man, that's tough. But thoughts and prayers to the whole Clanton family, and hope everything works out well.
Absolutely. Next out on the track, a top 10 run last night for the driver of the Roger Sellers own number 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neal. Also on the speedway is the driver of the Kevin Rumley owned number 6 out of Elk Grove, California, the MAF TV Plus Longhorn. It's Kyle Larson. There's the 0, James, the dirtdraft.com. I like my fantasy lineup, by the way. The dirtdraft.com, Dry Deep Performance 0 out of Mooresburg, Tennessee. 8-time Dirt Late Model Dream winner. It's Black Sunshine Scott Bloomquist.
Had to change your rear end after last night.
Yes, he did.
Ready to go tonight. He drew. He'll be qualifying 24th here in Group A, Dustin.
Out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota, no relation to Kyle. That's his Brent Larson, the 4-time Cedar Lake Speedway track champ, and the Motul-sponsored number 1. Also on the track for this hot lap session is the driver out of Clacton, Georgia in the 16. That is Brian Nuttall Jr. Brian Nuttall in the blue number 16. Top 10 run last night for this guy also, James. A good run for the driver of the Danny Hatcher. Hatcher's Used Cars, Tim Short Auto, Team 0, number 6. That is Nick Hoffman. Nick Hoffman, 12 modified wins on the year for the driver out of Morrisville, North Carolina. And the Hatcher, number 6. A few other drivers on the speedway for this hot lap session is the driver who is formerly out of Gainesville, Georgia, in the AK Race Cars, his own self-designed
Ocala, Florida.
number 11.
You was thinking Gainesville, Florida, Ocala, Florida.
What did I say?
I think he did go to the University of Florida.
I think he did, yeah. I think he did.
Gainesville's
as well.
fine. That's
Gainesville,
fine.
Ocala.
That's
He
fine.
lives in, I believe, Harrisburg, North Carolina now. It's Austin Kirkpatrick in the number 11 car. Couple other drivers on the speedway, as you mentioned, in the backup car in the Longhorn, the number 8. That is Kyle Strickler, the high side tickler. And I think that will do it for the drivers on the track here for group number 3. One other driver scheduled to be out for this group. I don't see him. He may have loaded up. It's Statesville, North Carolina's G.R. Smith.
I saw them back working on the car back there. Maybe Ben or Ruben has a word about GR.
Yeah, GR, they were working on the carburetor earlier, guys, so not sure if he's going to make hot laps.
Okay. Thank you very much. Boy, Nick Hoffman, good to see him back in the late model. Very talented driver, 12 overall modified wins this season.
I talked to Nick after the races last night. He was very, very excited about his top 10 run, and to be honest, he actually felt like that maybe he left a little bit on the table as well. He thought that he maybe could have had a car that could compete in the top 5. Said a couple of those restarts didn't do him any favors, but he was extremely happy for what is maybe one of the more underfunded or slightly underfunded teams here this weekend. Fastest
He was
driver,
momentarily there, though, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Fastest driver right now, Kyle Larson with a 15.849. Scott Bloomquist, second quick, James, with a 16026. Austin Kirkpatrick, third quick with a 16058. Hot laps don't pay anything, and there's no points awarded for the Every Lap Matters format here for hot laps.
It's the only time you're on the track you don't get points.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So go over that again in case you missed it. So if you bring on a caution on purpose and you don't have a flat tire, you go a lap down automatically. What about that, Ben?
Hey guys, actually, I'm going to come down here and talk to Colby Richmond, a crew guy for Josh Richards. I told you guys, Colby, back to the Show Me 100, back-to-back races in the same day. You guys were good. How's this team feeling? How are you guys? How grueling has it been? Double dreams this year.
Life definitely has a way of kicking you while you're down, but we're good. The only thing that you can do is keep a positive mentality and hope for the best.
See, I told you guys there was a mentality game earlier. They're staying positive, they're working hard, staying hydrated, eating well, and sleeping good, and they're ready to rock and roll.
Colby Richmond, I tell you what, he's the only guy from Montana they call a surfer boy from Montana, Ruben. I mean, that doesn't even go together, does it?
Hey, no, you are not close to any body of water in Montana.
Yeah, I don't know how he got that, but that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Of course, his father helped Shane Clanton. So there you have it. Hot lap group number 4 rolling onto the track. There's former World 100 winner. Got it fixed from last night. A lot of damage in one of those incidents. John Blankenship, formerly out of Williamson, West Virginia, now living in Knoxville, Tennessee, in a rocket chassis prepared by Tom Buckingham. Behind him, brand new motor under the Clements power plant of that Longhorn, the 20 RT, the top rookie in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That is Ricky Thornton Jr., formerly out of Chandler, Arizona, now living in Adele, Iowa, the Todd and Vicky Burns SSI Motorsports entry. Behind him, the 0S car. He comes to us out of Garland, Pennsylvania. That is Ryan Scott. Ryan Scott in car 0. Behind him, former Eldora Speedway track champion, the MB Customs JB Salvage 7R. Out of Bloomington, Indiana, that is K-Rob Kent Robinson in 7R. Fellow Hoosier, the 83 behind him. In the Suzanne and Dion Deason sponsored car out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Silver Shark. That is Scott James, the 24C car. 24D rather. He comes to us out of Beaufort, South Carolina. That is Michael Brown. Michael Brown in 24D. And here on the main straightaway, was not here on Wednesday night. He's here tonight in the Longhorn, the 6 junior. He comes to us out of Milledgeville, Georgia. That is Parker Martin. Parker Martin in the 6 car. All right, here we go. Right now, it's Larson at 15.849 here in hot laps. Bloomquist, Kirkpatrick, O'Neill, Strickler, Hoffman, the top 6. Again, we're qualifying 3 at a time coming up here in a little bit. All right, here we go. See if anybody could top Larson right now in that MAV TV Plus Longhorn.
15849 is his time, and I believe, James, this is, you may have mentioned it, this is the last group to hot lap for Group A.
Yes, sir.
We will wipe our hot lap times clean after this. Parker Martin jumping up to a 15975. Ryan Gustin, the Reaper, with a 15527. RTJ with a 15836. Michael Brown, 4th quick with a 15881.
Yeah, Ryan Gustin and Molly Rocket, 19R out of Marshalltown, Iowa. And he'll be the top right there after the Group A hot laps. 15527. Ricky Thornton Jr., 15836. Kyle Larson, 15849. Michael Brown, 15881. Your top 4. So Group B will be coming up next. And again, in the heat races tonight, 4 in Group A, 4 in Group B, there'll be an invert of 3. The top 5 finishers will move on to tonight's 25-lap feature events. So again, Jason Riggs, Jimmy Marr, Steve Casebolt, Freddie Carpenter. Not here tonight, but we have added, of course, in the last few days, Benedum, Martin, and now Joyner.
Next group of drivers out on the track for hot lap session number 1 for Group B. They're led out by the driver out of Gaffney, South Carolina in the 44. That is Chris Smokey Madden. You talk about guys that need a reset coming into tonight, James. That's one of them right there. Had a real good season so far this year, and Lady Luck has not dealt him a kind hand so far this weekend. Maybe another one behind him as well. In the Rancho Milagro Mesilla Valley Transportation sponsor number 2, that's out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's Stormy Scott. Driver that's had a real good week so far is the driver out of Johnson City, Tennessee in the 83. That is Jensen Ford. Behind of him, the other half of Scott Brothers Racing out of Las Cruces, New Mexico in the 1ST. It's Johnny Scott. Rolling down the front straightaway right now in the Ronnie Delco and Delco Equipment Sales Capital number 157. It is Mike Marlar. He's followed out by the driver who has won the Dirt Late Model Dream twice out of Batesville, Arkansas, Mr. Smooth, Billy Moyer. Other drivers on the track for this hot lap session, James, includes the driver out of, I believe it's the driver. Yep, there he is, the driver out of Moweaqua, Illinois. It's the Moweaqua Missile, Shannon Babb in 18. He's followed out by the young man that made his first ever Dirt Late Model Dream here last night out of Camden, Ohio in the Performance Transport 4G, Cody Evans. Josh Rice out of Verona, Kentucky in the 11 car. Good to see him back out at the Heartbreak Hotel here on Wednesday. And one other driver on the track for this warm-up session out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. It's the driver of the 22, 5 wins this season for the Truth, Greg Satterley in the 22.
By the way, DJ, Colby Richmond is from Gillette, Wyoming. Colby Richmond is from Gillette, Wyoming.
Close.
Montana. I was close. Close.
Have you ever been to Gillette Thunder Speedway in Gillette, Wyoming?
No, but I use Gillette products.
I think they're made right there. I think that's.
Do you do the triple blade?
That
works separate.
No, I'm an electric.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an electric shaver kind of guy. Not Steve. Not Steve. And I saw him last weekend at West Virginia Motor Speedway.
He made a post this week on West Virginia Motor, and I said, can we get you a ride? He said, well, I'd love to, but I don't think my wife is going to let me.
Hey,
I saw Mike Balzano was on Twitter or something somewhere. Did you see this?
I did not see that, but I did pick up a juicy tidbit of information over the course of the last week or so that we might see.
Butch McGill?
No. We might see another former popular Ohio driver make a one-time return to the 50th World 100 a little bit later on this year. A driver from up in the Amish country area. We'll leave it at that.
Well,
Ben?
there was a post a few weeks ago. You're talking about a number 72 car.
I am. That is exactly who I'm talking about. Ben.
And it rhymes with Mason Reeson, maybe? I don't know. Hey, a couple of notes on guys in that set. One, Jensen Ford said he's never hated a rain shower as bad as he hated the one last night. He was trying to get into the show, challenging for a transfer spot after the rain. The car was just no good. Talked to Chris Madden today, and he said, I put us in a bad spot. We got buried in qualifying on Wednesday night. Last night I was somewhere I shouldn't have been. We got the car tore up, but we still have a very good race car. We can go to the front. And lastly, in that last set, Greg Satterley told me today they were very, very tight on Wednesday. The car was much better tonight. He thinks that they're going to have a far better showing here this evening in car 22.
Well, thanks, Ben. The fastest driver in that warm-up session, Mike Marlar. Not Marlar, Mike Marlar.
That's Marlar, yes.
With a 1.5422. Josh Rice second quick with a 1.5468. And Cody Evans third quick, the former asphalt racer, with a 1.5586. Eldora Speedway safety officials on the track, just giving the track a once-over, it looks like, to make sure that everything is good and clear before we send the next group of drivers on the speedway for their hot lap session. We'll immediately follow this up with qualifying for Group A.
And guys, real quick update. I saw Billy Moyer off the pace in that last hot lap session, so I came and chased them down. He said they might have broke something in the rear end, so a tough start for Billy Moyer.
Thank you, Ruben, for that. I talked to John Mason a couple years ago at Florence at the Hall of Fame, and he said he was not done yet. And in fact, I know from last year he's still got a couple of cars and some motors. So
maybe Kerry Mason will make a return.
Maybe the big blue hauler. Another one of those big blue haulers will be rolling in to be one of the great guys. I mean, former dirt track world champion, former Stars champion. Racing John Mason. Always great-looking race cars, Dustin.
Absolutely. Next group of drivers making their way out on the speedway on the backstretch, led out by the driver of the number 20 out of Newport, Tennessee, the 2009 Dirt Late Model Dream winner. It's the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens, and he'll be followed out by the 2019 winner of the Dirt Late Model Dream and current World of Outlaws Late Model Series points leader out of New Berlin, Illinois, in the Rocket One. It is Brendan Shepard. Behind of him, James, out of where?
Brandon, Florida.
It's the driver that finished third last night. The 40B is Kyle Bronson. Also on the look at this hot lap group. Also on the speedway is the driver that currently sits third in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings in the Nutrien Ag Solutions Spartan Mowers Lance Landers number 49 Longhorn. It's Superman Jonathan Davenport. Behind him out of Norman Park, Georgia, is the 14G. That's John Baker, not Frank Poncherello. It's John Baker.
You about said Norman, Indiana, Jim Curry, didn't you? You was thinking about it, wasn't you?
No.
Miss Jim Curry, don't you?
I do miss Jim Curry, yes.
Gentleman Jim Curry.
Gentleman
yes,
Jim, yes.
I missed that hauler he had. It had like 5 tire racks on it. I always loved to see him pull into the show me. There was literally like 3 dozen tires on an open trailer. It was fantastic.
Cerro Gordo, Florida's Dean Bowen on the speedway in the 15. Mr. Consistency behind of him in the 17M out of Chickamauga, Georgia. That is Dale McDowell. And one other driver on the track for this hot lap session in the Warrior House car out of Seymour, Tennessee. It's the 1G of Ryan King.
So 2 cars are scratched from this group for the weekend. Dwayne Chamberlain, the 20C, he is still here, by the way. And Freddie Carpenter, who left a couple of nights ago. They drew on Wednesday for both nights, Wednesday and Friday. Right now, DJ, is still Mike Marlar in that Ronnie Dale Capital 15.442 here in Group B. Dale McDowell up to third, Dustin, 15.511. Ryan King fifth, 15.650 in the Warrior House car.
Owens, second quick now with 1.5463. Kyle Bronson, 15. Nope, Jonathan Davenport. Just as soon as one driver takes the top spot, it changes on us and somebody else bumps up into the top spot. And if we were smart, we'd probably just keep our mouths shut and not say anything till hot laps were over. There may be a few people that would like that as well.
Well, there you have it.
Jonathan Davenport, quickest with a 15.277. Kyle Bronson, second quick with a 1.5370. And Dale McDowell, third quick right now in hot laps with a 15.438.
All right, Group 7 be coming up. It'll actually be Group 3 in Group B. 2 more groups to hot lap, and then we'll be ready for time trials. We'll have 3 at a time, 2 laps back to back.
The 50-50, James. Somebody buy $3 worth of tickets.
Well, last night it was 27,000, right?
Yeah, there it is. We hit 5 digits on the live ticker for the 50-50, 10,000 plus. That's your half. And if you're watching at home on FloRacing or at the FloRacing app, and you don't even have to live. You can be anywhere in the state of Ohio right now. You can be at the All-Star Sprint race up at Attica right now. If you're anywhere in the state of Ohio, you can buy 50-50 tickets for this race online at Eldora5050.com.
From Toledo to Wheelersburg, from St. Clairsville to
thank you.
Greenville.
Thank you.
How
for
about
the
that?
shout-out.
Is that all right?
Thank you.
All right. It'll be Chris Ferguson in the Team Zero Bloomquist car, the Kennard Racing entry. He's out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, here in Group 7 overall. Group 3 in Group B. Behind him here on the main straightaway will be the number 21 H car. That'll be Robbie Hensley. Robbie Hensley comes to us out of Walton, Kentucky, the multi-time Florence Speedway track champion. Also on the main straightaway, the Young Hands Discount Liquors rocket. It'll be Chase Young Hands. He's out of Manhattan, Kansas. Behind him, the iRacing Big River Steel Rush Truck Center's rocket for Clint Boyer. It'll be Josh Richards out of Shinston, West Virginia. And rolling out the backup car, fans, give him a big round of applause. Back out tonight, Jason Fager out of Bloomington, Illinois. And the 16 car, the Skyline Motorsports entry out of Decorah, Iowa. That is Tyler Bruning. The Dohm Cycle Sales Longhorn of Zach Dohm out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia. The Nobby Motor Shop rocket of Dustin Nobby of Batesville, Indiana. The Lucas Oil number 1 of Earl Pearson Jr. Black Diamond out of Jacksonville, Florida. And DJ, that should do it for this next group. Looks like everybody's going to make the call for that.
Yes, you mentioned over in turn number 2, you mentioned Zach Dohm in that white 17. I had the opportunity to talk to him after the races last night. Very similar to Nick Hoffman. Zach told me that he felt like that he maybe left a little bit on the table. He was super excited to get a top 10 run last night, but he also said that he felt like said he got lucky on some restarts. He was on the bottom most of the time, and that's where the car was best. But he said, he said at one point we were up in 6, kind of knocking on the back door for a possible top 5 run. But again, another team that comes here with that one car and that one motor, and that's it. And if something happens, their weekend is done. So he was very excited to get a top 10 run here last night, and he is looking forward to the second half of these Double Dreams here this weekend.
And look at the top of the speed chart, Dustin.
The man we're talking about, for once we didn't jinx somebody, Zach Dohm, 1.5269. That is now the quickest time in hot laps for Group B. Chris Ferguson going up to 4th quick with a 1.534 or 3.94. Fergie up to 3rd quick now, 15.354.
The big question is Veronica and Will happy?
Yes.
Right?
I don't know. Well, they ought to be after this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, your fastest driver right now in hot laps. What about it for Cross Lanes, West Virginia? Zach Dohm with a 1.5269.
How amazing would that be, guys?
A little more, Ruben? More information?
Thank you, Ruben.
Well, how amazing would that be if Zach Dohm won the Dirt Late Model Dream?
Oh,
well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. A guy that, put every single dime that he had, only one engine. That team has grinded so hard.
All right, 8th and final group. Coming out on the track here on the main straightaway. It'll be the number 32 car, the Hoker Trucking, Pierce Platinum. That'll be Bobby Pierce out of Oakwood, Illinois. Behind him, the C.J. Johnson Motorsports rocket out of Fairmont, West Virginia. That is Jacob Hawkins in 37. Then it's the number 26 car. He comes to us out of Lyons, Georgia. That is Jimmy Sharp Jr. First time here this weekend racing. There's the 111, the Viper Risk Management Sean and Lisa Martin entry. That is Max Blair. Max Blair, the 3rd generation driver out of Titusville, Pennsylvania. In the Briggs Transport Rocket the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That is Rick Boom Briggs. Boom Briggs in 99B. Coming at you, first-time visitor to Eldora this weekend. That'll be the 33. He's out of Apollo Beach, Florida. Rocket chassis, that is Jeff Matthews. And the 88 Longhorn chassis. He's out of Union, South Carolina. That is the little head knocker. That is driven by Trent Ivy. Mason Ziegler, the 25Z, the Ohio Pile Vacation Rentals entry out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. And the 95J, the Jedi out of Wapakoneta, Ohio, the best performance rocket. That is Jerry Bowersock. The final group of hot laps. Time trials coming up next. Right now, it's Zach Dohm, 15.269. Jonathan Davenport, 15.277. Chris Ferguson, 15.354. Kyle Bronson, 15.370. Max Blair goes to 9th overall in Group B.
Yes.
Dohm's hanging in there, DJ. I know it doesn't pay anything, but that's got to help his confidence.
His fellow Mountaineer State driver Jake Hawkins just checked in 4th quick with a 1.5367. Max Blair 6th quick with a 1.5371. Boom. Kaboom Briggs with a 1.5662. That's 17th quick. That'll do it. That will wrap
Boom
up.
needs to give us something to talk about tonight.
Oh no, no. Our victory lane banner. We lost the top corner. Ben, while you're down there, just go ahead and fix that for us, please.
You know,
you're about to lose the top one. Hurry up,
thing.
Ruben, get down there. Come on.
You know, I'm only about 3 feet away from being able to rehang this thing, so. Where's one of those Sure Steps when you need it? They sponsor a lot of late model teams. We need a Sure Step down here.
Yeah, Michael Rigsby, I see him coming across the track to help as well. Reinforcements on the way, guys.
He needs Chase Younghands down there.
Yes.
Yeah,
where's Eddie Carrier when you need
Well, yeah,
him?
where's Pat Dorr and Eddie Carrier when you need? They would actually have to bend down to put the top one on. Well, guys, looking at the racetrack right now, a little bit of debris down there in turn 1 being picked up. I think the racetrack's got a little bit different character than what we saw last night for sure. Definitely after the rain, as you know, it's just getting a little bit drier tonight. It's still pretty fast. There's a cushion building up. And Michael Rigsby looks at the banner on the ground, and he just keeps on walking right on by. 0.0 help out of Michael Rigsby. So we'll get the banner back up. It is a little bit windier today than it's been as well. As we see, it's pulled the banner down. And here comes Misha Geisert up. Misha is about 3 inches shorter than me, so I know she's not going to get it.
You might see the human pyramid down there here pretty soon of folks trying to get the banner back up.
She's going to pick it up. All right, race fans, we're going to see what's going to happen next. She's going to kill me. I know she is. All right, so they're going to try to get that back up.
Don't worry, Ben. You're not on video.
Well, you guys want to know the sad part? I'm shorter than Ben.
Yeah, that is. I would not admit it, but you are. So, guys, getting ready for qualifying here tonight. And again, still hard to believe. Somebody won $127,000. This looks like a union job down here, by the way. We've got like 8 people down here to rehang this banner. 4 of us are watching. You know, last night, $127,000 was claimed by Brandon Overton in the main event. Tomorrow night, somebody's going to win $126,000. And Dustin, I know you've explained it several times, but I have just been getting tons of questions on social media, text. Can you explain again why we ran the 27th the past 2 nights, and starting tonight we're running the 26th?
No, not really, but I will do my I will do my best. And the bet without diving too far into the details. And there's a lot of racetrack promoters that have done the same with me. But they have said yes, that makes perfect sense. With tickets that were purchased last year, with reserved camping spots, with reserved seats and that sort of thing, a couple reasons. Number one, it was logistically a lot easier on the back end of things to run the 27th before the 26th. And I know on paper you look at it and you're like, man, how can you run the 27th race before you've run the 26th race? Here's another reason too, guys. Think ahead to the World 100 coming up here in September.
Agreed.
If they were to run the World 100 in order, we would have the commemorative, the long-awaited 50th World 100 on a Wednesday and a Thursday. And that's just, again, with reserved seats that have been bought, with camping sites and things like that, it just seemed to make a lot more sense to run this race that folks have been looking forward to literally for 50 years, to run it on its traditional dates of Friday and Saturday. And so those are the best reasons, again, without diving too far down into the well here, James, as to why.
That's a great explanation. That's a deep dive.
That's a deep dive,
by the way. That's good. Very good, Dustin.
Thank you.
That.
What do you got? You got nuggets for us, James? I see you diving through your notes over here.
I'm ready to go. You ready to go?
Good.
He's got butter.
I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Out there.
What I'm wondering though is, Michael Rigsby, are you ready? No, we've talked, Michael. We've talked about some of these contenders here for the Dirt Late Model Dream, and one guy that has been on a lot of folks' radar, a guy that we mentioned last night, really seems to shine, especially these last few years as this track kind of gets black and slicks off. He always, I like to say he's a finesse driver on these big tracks, Michael. He always seems to find his way at the front of the field at the end of these 100 lappers.
Dustin, there is a saying in Dirt Late Model Racing, and that saying goes like this: the world is a better place when Tim McCready wins a race. And I'm actually proud to say that I came up with that saying back in 2008 after he won the Jackson 100. It's just, we've all seen it, right? He gets out of the car, he bangs the roof, his energy, it's infectious to the crowd. So imagine how much better the world is when Tim McCready wins a major Eldora race, which he was very close to doing last night, and he has done before. Of course, back in 2018, Timmy won the World 100, and he won last year's Dirt Late Model Stream, and he also comes into the weekend first actually, as the Lucas Oil Point Series leader, and he was second last night to Brandon Overton. So, as you said, DJ, needless to say, if you're featuring contenders all weekend, it does not exactly take a rocket scientist to figure out that Tim McCready is one of the top 2 or 3 dirt late model drivers on the planet.
And they will take the win in the World 100. Timmy McCready does it.
The way the track has been the last few years, how do you not pick T-Mac Tim McCready? His driving style is perfect for the world's most famous half mile, and this year will be no different. If the 2018 World 100 winner can get the job done this week, expect one of the most exciting victory lanes that our sport has to offer. Banging the roof, bowing to the fans is what we want to see. Can T-Mac get the job done? You betcha.
McCready, he'll have to do the crossover, down the mix right away. The crowd explodes, McCready takes the lead. McCready takes the lead, are you kidding me? They're side by side. Oh, baby.
And Tim McCready will win the North-South 100.
Guys, T-Mac mentioned to me last night that he thought the track was still a little too fast for his car to hit maximum performance. He said, if this thing slows down, we're going to be in good shape. Last thing I'll mention, the good news for T-Mac is this. On my way over to do this hit today, a rather, let's use the word imbibed race fan who'd maybe been overserved a little bit told me very sloppily, don't worry about it. T-Mac is going to win this thing easily tomorrow. And that's my best impression of him. So if drunks and kids tell the truth, Tim McCready's locked in to win the dream tomorrow night, guys.
Teamy Mac.
That was great.
Yeah, he's finished second time, runner-up in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series 3 of the last 4 years, and as you mentioned, DJ leading the series points this year, heading to Magnolia, Mississippi next weekend. But is this finally the year he can get that Lucas Oil Championship?
Well, we will see that.
We will see a lot of races left to go.
We'll see if he can get the $126,000 Dirt Late Model Dream win here tonight, and he is the reigning winner of the Dirt Late Model Stream as well.
Well, a driver that made a debut in a new ride last week with the World of Outlaws at Circle City Raceway, back here at the Dirt Late Model Dream, Spencer Hughes. And Spencer, first 2 nights, a little bit of a struggle. What kind of changes have you guys been able to make to get ready for tonight?
Yeah, we just struggled, I guess, trying to learn what we need to do this thing, and seems like we've always been about a day late on all our ideas we tried. So hopefully we got everything a little bit more ironed out for tonight. We got a fresh start, and maybe there and lay down a good lap.
There you go, Spencer Hughes' qualifying's underway.
All right, Ben, thank you very much. Chad Simpson of the 1C out of Mount Vernon, Iowa, the Mooring Motorsports, Black Diamond Clements, Devin Moran of the Dresden, Ohio, the Ty Touring Longhorn Clements, And also on the track, Jeep Van Wormer. He's in the Rocket. Jay Dickens tonight out of Pinconning, Michigan, Dustin.
First lap time for Chad Simpson, 1:57.93. Devin Moran better, 1:53.85. And the first lap time for Gerald Van Wormer Jr., better known as Jeep, 1:62.12. Second lap time for Chad Simpson, not as good. He'll be second quick. Second lap time for Devin Moran, better. Good lap, James, 1:51.88. And the second lap time for Pinconning, Michigan's Jeep Van Wormer, not as good. He will be third quick. Devin Moran sets the early bar with a 1:51.88.
Chad Simpson, 42 years old, in the MDI Environmental Systems, Freeport Recycling, Graphics Arts Express, Lucas Oil, number 1C. Devin Moran, the Ty Torek, Longhorn Clements, C&W Trucking, Tommy Pope Construction, Big D's Pizza, Lucas Oil, AccuForce, Bill Stein, McHugh Dodge Jeep, with the 26-year-old Jeep Van Wormer. 46 years old, the Bayline Fire Protection, Northeastern Fabrication, Delta Communications, Nacho Oil Company Services On-Site, Van Wormer Management, All-Star Performance. Up next, the 111, Stephen Roberts, 35 years old, out of Sylvester, Georgia, the Rocket Clements, Roberts B Company, Lennox River Ranch, Integra Racing Shocks, Drywall Systems, Go Lithium, Turbo Threads, Frank Heckenash Jr., the 99 Junior out of Frankfort, Illinois, 32 years old, the Rocket Durham, Jim Weber Motorsports, and the 29 of the Union, Kentucky, 51-year-old Darrell Lanigan, the Randy Thompson Club 29, Jay Dickens DJ.
Stephen Roberts, the fastest honeybee, is third quickest with a 1:57.24. Frank Heckenass second quick with a 1:55.46. Now Darrell Lanigan goes third quick with a 1:56.51. Stephen Roberts' second lap time better, bumps back up to third quick, 1:55.67. Frank Heckenass' second lap time a little better, stays second, 1:54.60. Darrell Lanigan now goes to second quick with a 1:54.35. They still trail Devin Moran with a lap of 1:05.188.
Lanigan, the Little Randy's Hunting, Ellis Paint and Body, KB Motorsports, Mobile One, Bill Stein for the 2003 Dirt Late Model Dream winner. Heckenass, again, Jim Weber Motorsports, J. Morris Construction, DirtOval66.com, Storage Squares, All-Star Performance, Petrov Towing, CapitalCapSigns.com, R. Hauling, and Penske Shocks. Up next should be the 79. That'll be Ross Bales, 31 years old. He's out of Clover, South Carolina. And the Billy Hicks out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, owned Longhorn Clements, H&H Auto Sales, Felony Farms, Lawson Trucking, Bales Construction, Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, followed by the 39 of Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York, the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. 47 years old, at the Donald and Gina Bradshaw, Paler Motorsports out of Burlington, North Carolina, Longhorn Cornet, Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas, Bill Stein Shocks, New Point Lighting and Design, D&E Marine Racing for Heroes, the Aesthetic House, and the 28 good run last night at Carpentersville, Illinois. The 2016 Dirt Late Model Dream winner, 48-year-old Dennis Erb Jr., the Rocket McHill, J.R. McBride Leasing, McBride Mac, Deacon's Garage, Ideal Ready Mix, M&M Painting and Construction, Bomac Truck Sales, and Midwest Sheet Metal.
Fifth quick, Ross Bales in 79. T-Mac goes second quick with a 1:54.16. Dennis Erb, eighth quick with a 1:58.65. Second lap time for Ross Bales, a little better. Fifth quick, still 1:55.33. Tim McCready's second lap a little better, still second quick, 1:53.04. Dennis Erb's second lap a little better. He jumps up one spot to seventh, 1:56.38.
Round again will be an invert of three in the 4 heat races for Group A. Logan Robertson will be up next out of Waynesboro, Virginia. The 23-year-old in the Rocket Durham, Easy Go, Gunners Honey, Franklin Enterprises, Poncho's Racing Products, Clary's Used Cars, and RBS Auto Sales, followed by the 50 of 37-year-old Ryan Missler. He's out of Bellevue, Ohio, in the Rocket Clements, MGX Technologies, Big D's Pizza and Subs, Golden Giant Building Systems, also Kepling Towing and Handy Graphics. He'll be followed by the 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi, 20-year-old Spencer Hughes in the Craig and Shannon Sims PCC Motorsports out of Hope, Indiana, owned Longhorn Clements. Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Bill Stein Shocks, Roth Heating and Cooling, Bob and Tammy Burton. Last year's Comp Cam Super Dirt Series by Lucas Oil. Rookie of the Year is Spencer Hughes in the PCC 11.
Logan Robertson is ninth quick with a 1:61.64. Ryan Missler, 11th quick, 1:63.96. Spencer Hughes, a good lap, fourth quick, 1:54.57. Second lap time for Logan Robertson. A little better, stays 10th quick though, 1:58.24. Second lap time for Ryan Missler, not as good, 12th quick. Second lap time for Spencer Hughes, not as good, he stays fourth. Devin Moran, Tim McCready, Darrell Lanigan, still your top three.
Last night's big 27th Dirt Late Model Dream winner, $127,000, the biggest win of his career, Brendan Overton. He's out of Evans, Georgia. He's 30 years old, into David and Erica Wells. Wells Motorsports out of Hazard, Kentucky, owned Longhorn Clements, All-Star Concrete, CrossFit Overton, Garnto Southern, Big Dog Stump and Tree, RW Powell Construction, Cleanway, Clearing and Grading, ATC Site Construction, and Easy Go Dirt Mafia, Hearst Construction, and the Kent Fake Dirt. Crew Chief 76-7 out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada, 32-year-old Ricky Weiss and the Sniper Vic Hill. Dryden Performance Products, G-South Transport, Turk Enterprises, Go Lithium, Derrick Sandblasting, Kakala Farms, Collins Brothers Towing, LG Transport, and the 25 is Zebulon, Georgia, the 2012 Dream winner. It'll be 45-year-old Shane Clinton, the Greg Bruning, Skyline Motorsports, Capital Clements, Skyline Materials, Bennett Explosive, Truck Country, Freeman Plumbing, Super K Express, Olson Explosives, Carolina Concrete Finishing, Penske Shocks, DJ.
Good job, Brandon Overton, third quick with a 1.5306. Ricky Weiss, fourth quick, 1.5313. Shane Clanton, eighth quick with a 1.5524. Brandon Overton now fast time, 1.5154. Ricky Weiss, fourth quick, second lap not as good. Second lap time for Shane Clanton is not as good. He stays eighth quick. But your new quick qualifier, move over $250,000. Brandon Overton with a 1.5154. Could it happen?
You know he's building a new house at Augusta.
Yes, he mentioned that.
Is Brandon Overton. That is awesome. All right, Mike Benedum up next, the Bristol Bullet out of Bristol, West Virginia. He's 56 years old in the Team Zero Bloomquist Clements, BSI Well Service, Appalachian Minerals, Reliable Oil and Gas, Modern Images, Clarksburg, Mac. 4 is Travis Stimler out of Onya, Michigan. He's 30 years old in the Inklum Longhorn, Pro Power, Great Lakes Directional Drilling, Helmut Electric, Norton Equipment, Heinz Tree Service, McAllister, Rental, and the Algeo family, followed by the 3S out of Chatham, Illinois, 40-year-old Brian Shirley and the Baba Lisa Colon out of Chilton, Wisconsin, Rocket Durham, Thomason Express, Hoker Trucking, KBC Graphics, J&J Ventures Gaming, Integra, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, and Dotson Perez Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Mike Benedum, 14th quick with a 1.5909. Travis Stimler, 15th quick with a 1.5936. Brian Shirley, 12th quick with a 1.5650. Second lap time for Benedum, better, 13th, 1.5706. Travis Stimler jumps up to third fastest, 1.5205. Brian Shirley, 13th. Second lap, not as good. What about it, Michigan fans? Travis Stimler, third quick with a 1.5205.
Up next is driver to top 10 last night in the 27th Dirt Label of Dream out of Mooresville, North Carolina. It'll be 29-year-old Nick Hoffman and the Danny Hatcher out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. On Team Zero Bloomquist, NASCAR Technology Engine under the hood. Hatcher's Auto Sales, Keltner Contracting, HVAC, and Riverwood Self-Storage. Well, the B1 Bomber, B1 Bomber. Yes, I said that. Trent Lawson out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. 42 years old in the Rocket Vic Hill. Motul, also Hanco Corporation, Arnie Random Motorsports, and the Show Me 100 winner, Hudson O'Deal out of Martinsville, Indiana. The 20-year-old in the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports out of Morristown, Tennessee, Rocket Cornet, Lazy Days RV, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Lucas Oil, 2150 Enterprises, WR1 Sim Chassis, and Midwest Sheet Metal.
Good lap for Nick Hoffman, 6th quick, 1.5423. Brent Larson, 18th quick with a 1.5875. Hudson O'Neill, 16th quick with a 1.5761. Second lap time for Nick Hoffman. Not as good. He was about a second off. Not sure if he shut that car down or what. He stays 6th quick. Second lap time for Brent Larson, also not as good. 19th quick. Second lap time for Hudson O'Neill. Jumps up to 15th fastest with a 1.5654. Brandon Overton, Devin Moran, Travis Stimler. James, your top 3 cars.
How about the next 3? 0. The 8-time Dirt Label of Dream winner to Mooresburg, Tennessee. It'll be the 57-year-old Scott Bloomquist. In the Team Zero Custom Race Engines entry, Dryden Performance Products, Petro Towing, Hot Rod Septic Treatment, Go Lithium, Sobrera Chiropractic, Penske Shocks, and Dirt Draft. Followed by the 8 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, to be 37-year-old Kyle Strickler. Tonight in a Longhorn Clements, Donaldson Grading, G-Style Transport, Andy's Towing, and the 6 out of Elk Grove, California, 28-year-old Kyle Larson, the Kevin Rumley Longhorn Corvette, Mav TV Plus. Bill Stein, JVI Group, Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas, Hot Rod Septic Treatment, Rumley and Engineering, and D&E Marine, Dustin.
Scott Bloomquist, 6th quick, 1.5353 for 0. Kyle Strickler, 15th quick, 1.5644. Kyle Larson, 7th quick, 1.5415. Scott Bloomquist, second lap, not as good. He'll stay 6th quick. Second lap time for Kyle Strickler. He bumps up 1 to 15th with a 1.5617. Kyle Larson goes to 3rd quick with a 1.5201. Third fastest for the Elk Grove, California driver. Devin Moran second quick. Brandon Overton still the time to beat in Group A with a 1.5154.
Up next to be first-time Eldora visitor this weekend, it'll be Brian Nuttall Jr. He's out of Claxton, Georgia in the Rocket Clements car 16. Elite Marine Team, Reiner Logistics, and Florabelle, Flowers and Gifts, followed by the 11 out of Harrisburg, North Carolina, by way of Ocala, Florida. It'll be 20-year-old Austin Kirkpatrick and the AK Race Cars Clements. Victory Circle Auto, Bilstein Shock, Clary's Used Cars, Race Day Engineering, and Innovative Mounts, followed by the 89. Not out there, I don't believe, for hot laps, at least the 23. It'll be John Blankenship. Here comes the Cole car. Out of Williamson, West Virginia, formerly now living in Knoxville, Tennessee, 39 years old, of the Rocket Corvette, Smoky Mountain Speedway, and Integra Shocks.
You get it with that quick. Brand 16442, Austin Kirkpatrick 20th with a 15757. John Blankenship 15th with a 15603. Second lap time for Brian Nuttall, a little better, 25th quick, 15885. Second lap time for Austin Kirkpatrick, 20th quick, a little better, 15656. John Blankenship second lap, not quite as good. He'll stay 15th and rest on a 15603. Overton, Moran, Larson, still your top three.
Somebody asked me once, why do I need to read all the sponsors? Well, each and every one of those are important, each of these race teams. You know, the drivers and car owners tell me,
Amen.
Amen. Michael Brown, you know, he's downtown Michael Brown, you know that, in Beaufort, South Carolina, 20 years old in the Rocket Clements. JR's Bar, Black Crest Farm Registered Angus. Have you had any double stuffed Oreos yet tonight?
Just a couple. That's why if I was a tad late jumping in, that's what it was.
Piggly Wiggly, Pigs Express, you been there?
I got double stuffed Oreos with Piggly Wiggly.
McLeod Racing, Live Oak, Aesthetic and Family History, Crescent Farm, and Parker Martin at Milledgeville, Georgia, the Longhorn Custom, and Ryan Gustin out of Marshalltown line with the 30-year-old in the Rocket Clements, Dustin.
Michael Brown, 21st quick with a 15670. Parker Martin, 28th quick with a 16250. Good lap for the Reaper. Ryan Gustin, 10th quick with a 15453. Second lap time for Michael Brown, not as good. He'll be 22nd. Second lap time. Parker Martin looks like he's going to pull in, so we'll go with Ryan Gustin, his second lap time. Also not as good. He'll be 10th quick.
Parker Martin in the Martin's Industrial, Fox Shocks, Sweats Portable Buildings, PMR Aviation, Ryan Gustin, the TriStar Engines and Transmissions, Molly Ramirez Motorsports, QualityFreightRate.com, ML Performance Ace Race Wrap. Should be the 0S up next. Is we should have 4 more to go. Case Bolt is scratched, so it should be Ryan Scott, Ricky Thornton Jr., Scott James, Kent Robinson, Ryan Scott, the Rocket, Scott Racing Engines Entry, Slater Run Resources, Rusted Nets Garage, Scott's Auto Wrecking, Josh's Hauling and Transportation, Double D's Restaurant and Bar.
Yeah, hung up on old Rusted Nuts Garage, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, baby. Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Adele, Iowa, the 30-year-old in the Todd and Vicky Burns SSI Motorsports out of Morgantown, Indiana, Longhorn Clements, Hoker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana. I was just thinking what Jeff Hoker would say about that. Dyno One, West Side Tractor, XL Floor Covering, Certified Inspection Services, D&E Outside Services, Shelby Materials, Penske Racing, Shocks, and VP.
Hoker's too busy looking at boats somewhere. Ryan Scott, 32nd quick with a 17034. Ricky Thornton Jr., 8th quick with a 15374. Ryan Scott, second lap, a little better. RTJ goes to third quick, 15192 for the driver, formerly out of Chandler, Arizona, now calling Adele, Iowa home. So Brandon Overton, Devin Moran, Ricky Thornton Jr. now your top 3 with 2 drivers left to qualify in Group A.
And Kyle Larson would be in the invert as well, right? We invert 3.
Well, you're inverting 3
well, we got
4
4
heat races. Yes, yeah. Good. That good
catch.
Indiana math that you have will tell you the top 12 qualifiers are going to be inverted in this group.
You know Bubby's son's on the track.
Yes, he is.
Scott James out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the 49-year-old in the Rocket Dargy. Lanigan Construction, Pal Equipment Services, Literal Transport, VP Fuels, Complete Heat Treating, Danielle's, Bellevue Tavern, Hoffman Trucking, and yes, Dion and Suzanne in the Interiors. Zionsville, Indiana, the 7R out of Bloomington, Indiana. Kent Robinson, the 34-year-old in the MB Custom, J. Dickens, JB Salvage, JB Disposal Services, VP, Catch Fence Apparel Company, and NV Suspension, Captain Kirk Loudy.
Scott James 14th quick, 1.5513. K. Robb 17th quick, 1.5544. We'll see if either of these drivers are able to work their way into the invert. They got to get inside the top 12. Shark does not. He'll rest on his first lap. K. Robb does not either. He'll stay 17th. So that should do it for Group A qualifying. Again, your top 12 qualifiers, with 3 being inverted in 4 heat races, means the top 12 hit the invert. Spencer Hughes 12th, Ryan Gustin 11th, Darrell Lanigan 9th, Darrell Lanigan 10th, Nick Hoffman 9th, Scott Bloomquist 8th quick, Ricky Weiss 7th, Tim McCready 6th, Travis Stemler a great lap 5th quick, Kyle Larson 4th fastest, Ricky Thornton Jr. 3rd, Devin Moran 2nd quick, and the fast qualifier in Group A, James, with a 1.54. Last night's winner, the 27th annual Dirt Late Model Dream out of Evans, Georgia, the 76 of Brandon Overton.
And guys, just a real quick update. GR Smith, engine done. They are done for the weekend.
All right, Ruben, thank you very much. Up next will be the 18 out of Moweaqua, Illinois. 47-year-old Shannon Babb and the Team Zero Clements, Dynagrow Seed, Petrov Towing, Keebler Ultra Oil, CJI Piping and Fabrication, Bentley Trucking, Douglas Dodge, Ram, the 4G out of Camden, Ohio, made the show last night. 22-year-old Cody Evans of the Longhorn, Vic Hill, Performance Transport, Wells Motorsports, Valvoline, Penske Shock, Simpson Race Products, Greg Satterley out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, the 36-year-old of the Rocket Limits, Satterley Enterprises, Classic Inc., Kaiser, Valvoline, AFCO, all about wraps in the Gary Satterley-owned car.
Shannon Babb, quickest right now with a 1.5709. He gets bumped by Greg Satterley, who lays down a 1.5.421. Again, this is the beginning of Group B qualifying, so the slate is wiped clean. Babb second lap, second quick, 1.5545. Cody Evans third quick, 1.5825. Greg Satterley second lap, not as good, but he stays first and sets the bar with a 1.5421.
1ST's up next. That's Johnny Scott out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, the 31-year-old in the Longhorn Clements. Rancho Milagro Racing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, VP Impact Race Gear, Eagle Moon, Hemp Farms, and Lab, KBC Graphics, followed by the 2S. Guess who? Stormy Scott.
That was my guess.
Out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. He, too, is 31 years old.
Same as Johnny.
Yes, they were born a few hours apart. So is that fraternal? How is that? Is that identical? No, it's not identical. It'll be fraternal. Something like that. Longhorn Clements, Rancho Milagro Racing, Mesilla Valley Transportation, KBC Graphics, Bill Stein, Eagle Moon Farm, VP Fuels, Top of the World Ranch. Josh Rice, the 11 out of Verona, Kentucky, the Ralph Latham Memorial winner, 22 years old. And the Rick Jones, Rocket Jadick, and Sinesa's Construction, Blocks Spiked Ice. Maxwell Trucking, Base Fuels, Integris, Liquor Graphics, Valvoline, Extreme Sportswear.
Johnny Scott, third quick, 1.5650. Stormy Scott, fifth quick, 1.5842. Josh Rice now third quick, 1.5584. Second lap time for Johnny Scott, better. He bumps back up to third quick, 1.5578. Stormy Scott now goes to third quick, 1.5567. Josh Rice goes up to second fastest with a 1.5532. Those three drivers all within about 4/100ths of a second of each other. Satterley, Rice, Babb, now your top three.
Up next will be the 157, 43-year-old Mike Marlar. He's out of Winfield, Tennessee, in the Ronnie Delca to Crossville, Tennessee, owned Capital Cornet, Drive Rivers Enterprises, Rockets Convenience Plus, Delca Equipment, Candy Metal Sales, Lucas Oil Products, Stop Tech Brakes. Chris Madden will follow him, the 44 car, second in the world of outlaw points at a Great Court, South Carolina, the 46-year-old of the Rocket Durham, Dryden Performance Products, Millwood Plumbing, Henderson Amusement, Penske Shocks, Franklin Enterprises, Petrov Towing, Century Plastics, Davis Diesel Service, the 21, the six-time World 100 winner is Billy Moyer, made it back out, 63 years old in the Capital Clements, out of Beatsville, Arkansas, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Henderson Motorsports, Jack Carquest, Carl Chevrolet, and M&S Concrete.
Mike Marlar second quick, 1.5486. Chris Madden sixth quick, 1.5567. Moyer's off the pace. And the caution flag is out. Yellow flag is on the speedway. I believe an issue with Billy Moyer. I don't believe that he slowed after the caution came out. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, guys, how I mentioned earlier, I saw him slow in the hot laps, and I went to go chase him down. He said they were having rear end trouble in the 21 machine. I'll try to get you guys an update.
All right, thanks, Ruben.
Also, guys, Joseph Joyner scheduled to race here tonight. The car got here today. They had a few issues trying to get everything situated. Not going to be able to race tonight, though, so the Hunt the Front gang is going to have to wait to another day, perhaps September, at the 50th or the 51st World 100. We'll see him here.
So right now, DJ, you mentioned Greg Satterley, top time here in Group B. Again, these cars qualify against each other. The Group A cars, they qualified against each other. Still Brandon Overton, overall quickest, 15.154. Mikey Marlar still will have another lap. So will Chris Madden. Moyer's lap, as you mentioned, 16.619, and he's going to the pit area.
A tough break for Mr. Smooth. As Eldora Speedway safety officials on the track, making sure that the track is clean of debris before we send these guys back out one more time. Once again, these drivers, as you said, James, they're in Group B. These drivers are qualifying against each other, and that'll set the stage for this evening's 4 heat races within Group B. 8 heat races total, 4 heats for the drivers in Group A, the first half of the field, and then 4 heat races for the drivers in Group B, which is the second half of the field.
Beautiful evening, isn't it?
Nice.
I don't want to jinx anything the way the last couple of nights have been, but
it's warm. It's warm out there.
It's very, very hazy, hot, and humid, and sunny.
Spoken just like Jim Cantori, not Jeff.
Yeah, when he shows up, you know you're in trouble, aren't you?
Jim Essex and Jim Cantori.
Yeah. Only when I'm at Port Royal, right? Oh my goodness.
I was there that night.
Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Checkered flag is out.
Oh, my goodness.
Checkered flag's out. Mike Marlar's second lap, not nearly as good as his first lap, but he stays second quick. Chris Madden's second lap, also not as good. He'll stay 6th quick. The truth, Greg Satterley still the time to beat with a 1.5.421.
Has anybody ever called you Dusty?
Yes, I get Dustin, Justin, Jay. I get called lots of things.
You get called Ben.
Ben. Yes, it's usually Ben, actually.
All right, Jensen Ford should be up next. And he is the 83 car, the 33-year-old out of Johnson City, Tennessee, in the TNT Vic Hill, Whitehead Construction Incorporated, Cook's Property Group, Stanco Equipment, Chown Trucking, Martel Signs, Hardison Suspension Technologies, WPR Fabrication. Followed by the 17M, the 2014 Dirt Label of Dream winner to be Dale McDowell out of Chickamauga, Georgia, the 55-year-old, the Shane McDowell Racing Team Zero Bloomquist, Clements Powered Entry, Easy Go, Clot Synthetic Lubricants, Cometic Gaskets, and the 20C is Scratch, Dwayne Chamberlain. It'll be the 14B of Norman Park, Georgia's John Baker, the 24-year-old in the Barry Wright race car, Vic Hill Power Plant under the hood, Baker Farms, Mystic Lubricants, Industrial Lumber Company, Penske Shocks, Ellington Ag Service, Sutton Systems Sales Incorporated, and Fowler Plant Company. Sponsor of the young gun, John Baker. First time at Eldora this weekend. They're all young guns when they're younger than us, aren't they?
They are, yes. Yes, indeed, they are. Jensen
Guys, I remember when a lot of these guys started, though. I remember when some of them were born.
Yes, when their dads raced.
Yes, sir.
Green flag is out for all 3 drivers on the track for this qualifying session. First driver to take a lap time will be Johnson City, Tennessee's Jensen Ford, the fastest mullet here this weekend. He goes 8th quick with a 1.5684. Dale McDowell now 8th quick with a 1.5578. John Baker 11th fastest with a 1.6163. Second lap time for Jensen Ford. Good lap. 3rd quick, 1.5489. Second lap for Mac Daddy, not as good. He'll be 9th fastest. And the second lap for John Baker's a little better, but he stays 11th. What about it for Jensen Ford? 3rd fastest, 1.5489. Mike Marlar 2nd quick. They all still trail Greg Satterley in Group B.
And guys, real quick update on Billy Moyer. They're having troubles with the yoke, which is upsetting the drive shaft in that 21 machine.
How about Jensen Ford, the fastest 83 since Scott James, Willie Kraft, and Ben Hess?
Yes, a Ben Hess reference.
You got a Ben Hess shirt, put it on Twitter for us. We'll take a look at it. The 1G. John Mason and Ben Hess, and this is great. This is why we love this. 1G is Ryan King out of Seymour, Tennessee, the 29-year-old, the Mike Nichols. Brian King, Warrior, Vic Hill, Power Plant Hood, PTSD Awareness Racing, Roberts B Company, Mighty Muffler, Brian King Roofing, Dean Bowen, Cerro Gordo, North Carolina for the 39-year-old in the Longhorn. Actually, he's 49 years old in the Longhorn Pro Power CarQuest, Bowen Tyrant Auto, Buck Causey Construction, J&S Trucking, Robinson Well Drilling, and Jonathan Davenport out of Blairsville, Georgia. The Lancelanders, Double O Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornet.
Fast time, Jonathan Davenport, 1.5333. Ryan King was 13th his first lap, a little better, 11th on his second lap, 1.5693. Dean Bowen was 14th. He'll stay there. Best lap, 1.6244. Jonathan Davenport, second lap, even better, 15.289. You've got a new fast qualifier in Group B. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Superman Jonathan Davenport.
The 37-year-old, the Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warranty, Bill Stein, VP, Lucas Oil, Midwest Sheet Metal, Fatheads Eyewear, Spartan Mowers. Kyle Bronson, what a show he put on last night. 40B, third last night in the 27th, third labeled a dream out of Brandon, Florida. The 31-year-old today. 31 today, Dustin.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Kyle Bronson in the Rocket Clements, Brandon Ford, Race Car Engineering, Borchers Equipment, Lucas Oil, All Florida Real Estate Group, Tanner Birdwell, the crew chief of the 40B, Brandon Shepard, current World of Outlaw Late Model Series points leader, the 20-year-old out of New Berlin, Illinois, the Mark Richards Racing, Rocket Durham, Valvoline, Soybert, Calf Ranches, Gunners, Honey, Ace Metalworks, Integra, Petrov Towing, the Danny White crew chief, number 1, and the number 20 in the Corey Fosved crew chief entry for 49-year-old Jimmy Owens. Out of Newport, Tennessee, the Leon and Becca Ramirez Motorsports, Rocket Vic Hill, Boom Test Well Service, Tim Short Auto Group, Reese Monument Red. Boom Test need to sponsor Boom Briggs, don't they, as well?
I agree. Boom squared.
Redline Oil Olean, Sabisma Graphics, Georgia Arms, the 2009 Dirt Late Model Dream winner, Jimmy Owens.
3 drivers on the track with a chance at the fastest qualifying lap. Jonathan Davenport has it. Kyle Bronson wants it. Bronson 7th quick, 1.5.557. Brandon Shepard fast time, 1.527. Jimmy Owens fast time, 1.5214. Kyle Bronson bumps up to 4th quick, 1.5387. Shep, second lap, not as good. Second quick, 1.5271. Jimmy Owens, second lap, also not as good, but he stays atop. You got a new fast qualifier, Eldora. How about it for the O Show, Jimmy Owens?
It's getting exciting here in time trials. How about the big show? Robbie Hensley should be up next. The 3-time Florence Speedway track champion. He's out of Richwood, Kentucky, Walton, Kentucky, 34 years old in the Rocket Cornet tonight under the hood. iDrive Auto Sales, Air Max Heating and Cooling, America Home Lending, KEG, Slicker Graphics, Smooth Realtors, and Wingate Crane Service. Michael Hensley, Shock Service Expert, and Decorah, Iowa's Tyler Burning, 35 years old in the Skyline Motorsports, Capital Clements, Skyline Materials, Bennett Explosive, Truck Country, Burning Rock Products, Freeman Plumbing, Olson Explosive, Dustin Nobby, the 5N out of Batesville, Indiana, 25 years old in the Rocket Clements, Nobby Mower Shop, C-Tech Tool and Machine, RDB Trucking, Spencer's LLC, and Creek Race Painting.
Tyler Bruning 15th quick, 1.5749. Robbie Hensley 17th with a 1.5865. Dustin Nobby 20th with a 1.6257. Robbie Hensley second lap a tick better, bumps up to 15th, 1.5702. Tyler Bruning second lap not quite as good, 16th quick, he'll rest on lap 1. 16th quick, he'll rest on lap 1. Second lap time for Dustin Nobby a hair better, 19th fastest, 1.6150. Jimmy Owens, Brandon Shepard, Jonathan Davenport, your top 3 qualifiers in Group B.
Up next, Dustin, the next 3, it'll be Chase Younghands. He's out of Manhattan, Kansas, 20 years old in the Greg Younghands. Rocket Clements, Shop Quick Convenience Stores, Younghands Discount Liquors, Bozard, Ford, Lincoln. And welcome back. Glad to see him back out. He's in his backup car tonight. It'll be the 25 of Bloomington, Illinois driver, Jason Fager, 43 years old, the MB Customs Pro Power tonight, Titan Steel, Hoker Trucking, Floyd's Way Systems, Digital Copy Systems of the 14 out of Shinston, West Virginia, 33-year-old Josh Richards, the Clint Boy Racing, Rocket Cornet, iRacing, Rush Truck Centers, Big River Steel, Comedic Gasket, Ford Performance, Sunoco, Integra, DeKalb, and the Brian Leonberg. Crew Chief 14 of Josh Richards.
Chase Younghands going to bring the 18 off corner number 4. His first lap time, 21st quick, 1.6352. Jason Fager, 19th quick, 1.6015. Josh Richards, 22nd quick, wow, 1.6285. All 3 of these drivers looking for some speed in lap number 2. Younghands finds some. 1.5808 is 17th quick. Fager finds some. 16th quick, 1.5737. Richards also finds some. 18th quick, 1.5753. Jimmy Owens still the time to beat James with a lap of 1.5.214.
Brandon Overton still the fastest overall, 15.154. Chris Ferguson, he's up next, the 22 out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, 31 years old in the Team Zero. Bloomquist Clements, Diff Tram Machining, Live Oak Aesthetic, and the Racing Warehouse, K&K Trucking, Heckles Plumbing, Race XR, Carolina, Roofing Gutters and Big A's. The number 1 out of Jacksonville, Florida, the 06 World 100 winner. It'll be Earl Pearson Jr., the 49-year-old, Ronnie and Terry Stuckey. Stuckey Enterprises out of Shreveport, Louisiana, Black Diamond Clements, Lucas Oil Products, Tiegler, Recker and Crane, P&W Sales, Sunoco, Pat Beach Construction, Eschberger Trucking, and the 17D out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia, 31-year-old Zach Dohm, and the Longhorn Vic Hill, Dome Cycles, Wayfloor Covering, Poske's Octane Race Products, Tim Short Auto Group, and Daggett Reynolds.
Earl Pearson Jr., 21st quick with a 1.5827. Zach Dohm, not going to like his first lap. 23rd, 1.6125. He was quickest in hot laps. Chris Ferguson, 6th quick, good lap, 1.5469. EPJ, a little better, 21st with a 1.5813. Zach Dohm, better on his second lap. He jumps up to a 1.5650. And Chris Ferguson, 6th fastest driver of that trio with a 1.5.469. Just a handful of drivers left to qualify here in Group B, James.
And right now, DJ Chris Madden on that bubble in that 12th spot, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, for the pole. All right, here we go. It'll be Jimmy Sharp Jr., the 26th junior. He's out of Lyons, Georgia, 40 years old, of the Rocket Mullins, Vidalia Motorsports, Certified Energy, Vidalia Transmission, Modern Images, Integra, followed by the 32 out of Ecuador, the 2016 World 100 winner, Bobby Pierce. 24 years old, of the Pierce, Vic Hill, All Guy Rink, Coker Trucking, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Premier Waste Services, Base Fuels, Ted Brown's Quality Auto Repair, Extreme Electric, First Spear, Floyd's Waste Disposal, Senior Life Insurance Company, and Trent Ivy out of Union, South Carolina, the Longhorn Clements, Barfield Timber, Highway 29 Drill, and Palmetto Pole and Piling.
Bobby Pierce, 6th quick, James, 1.5467. Trent Ivy, 29th quick, 1.6424. Jimmy Sharp Jr., his second lap is not as good. He'll stand on a 1.6040, 26 quick. Bobby Pierce's second lap, not quite as good. He will stay 6th fastest. And Trent Ivy's second lap will be just a tick better, but he stays 29th with a 1.6339. J.O. still the time to beat, 1.5214.
And that'll put Stormy Scott in the 12th spot right now for the final pole position of heat coming up. So we'll see what happens. We still got a handful to go. As you mentioned, Mason Ziegler, Ziggy, coming up next out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, the 25Z. The 20-year-old in the Rocket Cornet, JL Industries, Ohio Pile Vacation Rentals, Imperial River Transport, Stone House Restaurant, followed by the 99B. Out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, it'll be Rick Boom Briggs. 49 years old of the Rocket Clements, Meridian Hardwoods of PA, CJ's Auto Transport, Crotty Chevrolet, Sunset Dairy, Penske Shocks, Finn's Auto Sales and Service, Briggs Transport, Corey Rubber Corporation, Neil's Propane and Nicolas, and the 33J. First-time Eldora visitor, 52-year-old Jeff Matthews out of Apollo Beach, Florida, in the Rocket Durham, Angry Elephant Tattoo, Sid Piercing's Recreational Vehicle Select, and Credit Union Remarketing Solutions.
Bank of the Credit Union, go to the Angry Elephant and get your tattoo. Mason Ziegler, not going to like his lap. 30th quick, 1.6383. Boom Briggs, 28th quick, 1.6166. Jeff Matthews, 33rd quick to match his car number, 1.6723. Second lap time for Mason Ziegler, not as good. He will be 31st quick. Second lap for Boom Briggs, a little better. He's 25th quick with a 1.5888. Jeff Matthews, second lap, a hair better, but he stays 33rd, 1.6635. James, I believe just 3 cars left to qualify in Group B.
All very capable of breaking into that top 12. All important here tonight. The 95J out of Wapakoneta, Ohio. It'll be the veteran Jerry Bowersock, 55 years old, of the best performance, Rocket Clements, North Star Drilling, Frenchtown Trailer Sales, followed by the 111 out of Titusville, Pennsylvania, the third-generation driver. That is Max Blair, 31 years old, Deshaun and Lisa Martin. Viper Motorsports out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, own Rocket Clements. Viper Risk Management Group, Base Fuels, Chiarelli's Paving, Mobile One, Murphy's Logging, and C&J Dairy in the 37. Keep an eye on him. He'll be our final qualifier of the night out of Fairmont, West Virginia. It'll be 31-year-old Jacob Hawkins and the C.J. Johnson out of Elkins, West Virginia, own Rocket Durham, C.J. Johnson Motorsports, J&J Farms, Middletown Homes, Megacorp Logistics, Melbourne's Automatic Transmission, Cash Cabins LLC, Tom's Tire, and Hawkins Towing.
Jerry Bowersock, 28th quick with a 1.6095. Max Blair, good lap, 12th quick. He's in the invert, 1.5564. Jake Hawkins not in the invert. He's 19th, 1.5696. Jedi, second lap, not as good. He will be 30th fastest. Can Max Blair move up from 12th? One spot. He does, 11th quick, 1.5542. Can J-Hawk move up? No. Second lap, not as good. Hawkins will be 19th. So that'll do it for Group B qualifying. Unofficially, Shannon Babb, 12th quick, the last driver to hit the invert. 11th quick, Max Blair. 10th quick, Josh Rice. 9th quick, Jensen Ford. 8th fastest is Mike Marlar. 7th quick is Chris Ferguson. Bobby Pierce 5th. 4th quick, Bobby Pierce 6th. Greg Satterley 5th. 4th fastest qualifier is Kyle Bronson. Your 3rd quick qualifier, Jonathan Davenport. Brandon Shepard timed in 2nd. And the quick qualifier in Group B out of Newport, Tennessee, the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens, with a lap of 1:5.214. We're going to step out of here for those of you watching at home on FloRacing for a quick set of commercial breaks. For those of you on the grounds, we'll get underway with pre-race ceremonies momentarily. Grab a souvenir, grab something to eat, grab a 50-50 ticket. We'll be back right after this.